Alrighty. Hey, Scorpio. Good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty alright. What's this, the 25th through the 31st? I should move that right in my room on my desk. Alrighty. How are you starting off the week? Kicking the week off with Christmas for the people that celebrate it. Okay. Looks like your primary focus is going to be on just actually spending time with the family, which makes sense. Being the 25th, I do see you getting something here that you end up making use of, something that can help you sort of tap into your little inner creativity. You know, I still have no idea what that noise is. I don't know if you heard that. Not a clue. It's not a weed eater. It happens like right on the side of my wall. There are cracks kind of going up the side of the wall, so maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's falling apart. It'd be fascinating. Alright. I kind of get the sense that when it comes to actually making use of this thing that you're getting, I'm going to go ahead and assume it's a gift for those of you that celebrate. It gives writer's block kind of vibes where I don't know, you can go through like a month of having all the passion, ambition, and motivation necessary. Like the words just kind of flow out of you as you're writing, and then suddenly you just can't. Seems like you just keep undoing everything that you try, or like nothing is good enough. Kind of feels like that's the vibe here. Not necessarily writer's block, but just you not really feeling it. So it is something you like. It's just now's not the time for you to make use of it. For those of you that don't celebrate, it doesn't have to be a gift that you get or anything. It could just be you generally not being in a place of creativity at the time or of creation, just more so of a focus on family, interconnectedness, that kind of thing. Alright. Yeah, it kind of feels okay. I think you're trying right now to focus on sort of what direction you actually want to go in. So I don't know, I'm just going to keep using the creative example. I don't know, say you've been painting landscapes for a long time. It feels like right now you're questioning if that's what you actually want to be doing. You may paint something scary. You may want to do portraits. Abstract, I don't know. But it sort of feels like just generally reconsidering what it is that you're doing. If it's for the not creative people, non-creative people, it's just generally reconsidering your path. Yeah. So trying to figure out what you actually want to do. Okay. And looks like that's coming from the past as well. Okay. So I guess it's not coming from a place of boredom at the very least. I don't think you're bored with what you're doing now. It's more so you've already mastered what it is that you're doing, so now you... Okay, on to the next one. Rather than being like a jack of all trades, master of none, it kind of feels like you're taking it one trade at a time. Master this one, then move to the next one, then the next one. So that way you're a jack of all trades and a master of all trades. Okay. Sorry for all the coughing and for my voice. I'm getting over a sickness. I don't know what it was. A lot of sinus stuff though. Super congested. It's all in my throat. Thankfully the pain part was only like a day or two. It was just a headache. Alrighty, first half of the week. Okay. First half of the week, I see you kind of having a hard time actually figuring out. No? Okay, no. It's not that it's hard for you to figure out what you actually want to do. It seems like that actually comes pretty easily to you. I think it's more so how. So at the planning stage seems like it's going to be kind of brutal for you, where let's keep using the same example. Say you've mastered landscape paintings. I think in trying to translate that over into, say, I don't know, what, say abstract paintings, you end up finding out that there's like a gigantic disconnect here. I know that for a fact. Abstract paintings are hard. I like abstract more than like any other art style, but man, they're hard. No, but it seems like the skills that you've gained doing what you've been doing aren't rolling over into what you're doing next. So it's kind of hard for you to I think you've gotten so used to doing it well that now that you're trying something new and you're not doing it well, it's kind of like, should I even bother? Do it, like, does it really matter that much? Can I just go back? Second half of the week. Gosh dang. Second half of the week. Okay. Second half of the week looks like you're a little bit more patient. I think rather than trying to copy paste your skills from your previous trade into your new one, You're just taking the time to be an apprentice again, be a beginner again, learning everything that you need to learn about this, the basics, the fundamentals, because it's entirely new. Just because you're, I don't know, if you're really good at whittling, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be incredible at sculpting. So, just kind of picking up on the new things, the fundamentals, the basics again. Okay. As for what's motivating you, it looks like just you kind of want to have your options for. Am I saying that right? It's like you want to have options available to you. You don't want to be stuck into one specific way of doing things. If I get bored of one thing, I'll be able to do this. And if I get bored of that, I'll be able to do that. And so on and so forth. Just kind of leaving your options open. Is that the right? I think that's a thing. It just doesn't sound right when I'm saying it. Okay. Okay. So further still, it looks like that's kind of important to you because there may have been a point in your life where you felt incredibly stuck, like in a rut. Just kind of stuck doing the same thing over and over every day, never getting anywhere. So now the idea of only having one thing available to you ever is just kind of unacceptable. It just doesn't make you happy to have only one thing to do. Alright. Okay. Okay. I hear that you're kind of hopeful, more so than fearful. I think you know that, yeah, you're gonna kind of have to throw yourself at this again and again and again, and yeah, you're gonna fail sometimes. It's not gonna be enough to keep you down. You're gonna get right back up, and okay, well, you know, it's like a step at a time, basically. So, as you're learning the fundamentals, I see you kind of mastering that, and then let's keep using painting as an example. Say there's, I don't know, 10 things that you have to learn in order to be, or to master in order to be really good at this new painting style. I see it kind of like you're trying to do all 10 things on one painting, but you're focusing on one specific thing at a time. So, or like you're really putting your focus into one thing at a time, where all 10 of those things, all 10 of those elements are going to be present on one canvas, but your primary focus is on one. You start your first canvas, you do that one, or you do all 10 things, but you really focus on that one looks really good, or that one thing looks really good, and then the other 9 end up looking horrible. You start over, and now you can do 2 things and 8 look horrible, and then 3 things and 7, so on and so forth. That kind of, it's just progression. Slow and steady progress. Okay, as for the outcome for the time being, it's not easy. It's completely new to you, or you're completely new to this, so. And I think with the fact that you've already gotten good at something else, you're kind of going to constantly be looking back. Like, as you're doing this and you're realizing, damn, I was a lot. Sorry, I hiccups now. I was a lot better at that, and now I'm doing this, and like I suck at it. There's that part of you that just wants to give up and go back to what was familiar to you. Don't give up. Just keep going. I mean, you got this. Sure. One of these ones. One of these cards that's really hard to shuffle. That are really hard to shuffle. Cannot shuffle these dang cards. I'm not saying it's a creative or a reading solely for creative people, but it seems like that is generally the focus for Scorpio. For most Scorpio, it's creative some way. Kept coming through. Okie dokie, artichoke. Number 29. Never a crowd on the leading edge, and honor those who honor you. 29. A quote by Brian Andreas. Don't you hear it? She asked, and I shook my head no, and then she started to dance, and suddenly there was music everywhere. And it went on for a very long time, and when I finally found words, all I could say was thank you. Your message. From time to time along your hero's journey, you will serendipitously encounter fellow travelers with whom there are sparks of resonance. It's always a thrill to discover you are exploring similar areas of fascination, and thus uncovering similar revelations within the same parenthesis of time. In these moments, allow yourself to be heartened, validated, reassured, and invigorated. You don't need throngs of people standing shoulder to shoulder with you or cheering you on to be infused with strength and inspiration. There's never a crowd on the leading edge, so if you meet only one kindred soul on your path, consider yourself lucky. Nurture your supportive relationships and feel the blessing of these like-minded souls for their belief in you, and for the mutual blessing you bring to each other. Gratefully, see your own courage, wisdom, and adventurous spirit reflected in them. Mantra for the week. My fellow travelers infuse me with rocket fuel so I can go further than I could on my own. Alright, Scorpio, that was your reading for the 25th through the 31st. I hope it resonated, and if it didn't, don't worry, it's not part of your story, but if it did, I hope it helps you with the week ahead. That's all for now. Until next time, God bless you, Jesus love you, peace be with you.